Hey guys, Thunderstruck MTV here. Hey, coming at you from another rainy SoCal day. Pretty crazy. I apologize in advance for any squeaking of the garage doors. What's bringing us here today is actually, I guess, an update or part 5, if you will, to my originally scheduled 4-part series of my 2023 Rockshox Pike Ultimate 130mm 29 fork. Specifically, what brings us here is Rockshox has quietly changed the recommendations for their out-of-the-box settings on their TrailHead app. And by TrailHead app, I mean I think it's trailhead.rockshox.com, logging on with the browser. So back when I made what I thought was my last final video, the part 4, was about December 10th. And I had to log on and punch some numbers in just to make sure in the video that my numbers were correct. Did that, and a couple days ago decided to do it again. I was bored, logged on, and you put your serial number in that website. It tells you everything about it. You click tuning, you put your weight in, you put mountain biking or e-mountain bike, whatever you're doing, and your weight, and off you go. And suddenly, quietly, within the last month, Rockshox has completely changed. So I'm going to hold the camera here, and you're free to pause whenever. I'll hold it here while I talk. Sorry I don't have the ability to throw this in professionally, but you got it. The old column is the old number, or the left column is the old numbers. The right column, new numbers. And then my current settings are up top. I am 210 pounds, fully kitted up. And you can kind of see my current settings. So what you're looking at is, for the old and new columns, the first number is rider weight. The second number is fork PSI. And the third number is the suggested rebound settings, clicks out from fully closed, meaning fully clockwise, fully slow, all the way till it stops. Then you back it out those clicks. So again, that's what those numbers represent. Hopefully that was long enough and it's clear enough. I guess I won't know until I go to edit it. Editing loosely. And hopefully, there you go. You can kind of pause on that. So hopefully you paused. Now we're back. But boy, if you take a look in where Rockshox originally recommended for, like, let's say the 210 pound range, that's a 5 PSI change for 210. But that's also a 3-click faster rebound setting. Wow, what a difference. And if you're wondering, well, how in the world do you have all of these old settings there? So, you know, did you just make them up? No. You know, I'm kind of crazy that way. If you watch my channel for a while, you know I'm probably, you know, particularly thorough in some things. And so I just happen to have those because I fought my fork for the longest time. I fought the settings, and that's why there's 4 parts to it. It's because I fought the settings and fought it to feel good, and that's why I have all those old settings. I made like a little spreadsheet for myself that I can keep. And isn't it kind of funny that if you go watch my other parts of this series, I'm not patting myself on the back, and well, a little bit, but it's just kind of funny that Rockshox ended up opening up, making faster the rebound while also lowering air pressure quite a bit. So if you look at my settings are quite a bit higher for 210 pounds than what they recommend. And my high-speed compression is -2 or fully open. And my low-speed compression is -3. And my rebound is at 7 at 99 PSI for 210 pounds, all kitted up. I have a feeling their new settings, they've lowered the air pressure fairly dramatically, and they've sped up the rebound. I have a feeling that those settings are going to be based on the center position of damping for both high-speed and low-speed compressions. Now again, what they say is Rockshox is pretty clear in there about something along the line of, I'm paraphrasing, these settings are just for a starting point only, experimentation, your bike, yada yada, will be different. Now that's all great, and I get that, but when you specifically put up an app to help riders, and then you put a sticker on the back of the fork, and you put this app up for riders to get a starting point, you know, that's your point. I mean, unless they just grab those numbers out of thin air, those numbers should have been done off of, I guess, dyno, the engineers getting together, their CAD, their test riders, all of that should have been sort of sorted out. Now, I'm not going to bang on too hard about SRAM Rockshox changing it. I actually applaud them that they changed it. And so any rider, if you just got your fork, because this fork is going to stay relevant, guys, for all of 23, it's going to stay relevant probably all of 24 until they come out with something else, probably in 25, the newest and greatest Jello cups, or God only knows what they're coming up with, right? And so this fork's going to stay relevant. So for those of you that are just kind of coming onto the fork and, hey, it feels great or whatever else, throw your weight in there on the app and see what the settings are, and hopefully the new settings get you really close. I'm a bit, personally, I'm probably going to try them, so there might even be a 6 video up later on. Again, my settings are a lot more PSI, a lot more air spring rate, and a lot less damper. I don't know that if I were to throw in 90 PSI and take 9 PSI out, that would be an awfully saggy fork. I would guess I'm going to be somewhere around 27%, but just be a guess, because I'm about maybe 21%, 22%, somewhere in there. And just if I let out 9 PSI, that's going to be fairly dramatic. And then I would have to add in more compression for both high speed and low speed. And I'm just talking to me personally, sorry, I'm just wandering on. To me, it seems like, without trying it, that the fork is going to feel a little slow and sluggish still, because I'll be relying more on the damper. But I'm probably going to give it a try, just because, well, hey, I'm me, and that way I'll know. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd throw this up again one last time. So those of you that have been on this fork in the comments and you say, yeah, it's been harsh for you as well, you probably know your number based on the TrailHead settings for that app. If you haven't been on for a while, go back on, throw your weight in again, and you can see where it changed. Sorry that I didn't do anything below 200 pounds, but well, what can I say? That was my spreadsheet. So anyway, guys, gals, I don't know if anybody else has sort of thrown that out there, that Rockshox has quietly admitted that they were a bit off the mark, and other people saying that, yeah, it's a bit harsh. They thought to themselves, how can we fix it? And you fix it with the settings. And kind of funny, was it because of reviewers, whether it was your paid professional reviewers, or was it your influencers or hacks like me, or do they realize as well and finally were like, nah, we got to change something on this? Either way, I applaud you, Rockshox. Great job on realizing you had a bit of an issue, at least on this 130 Pike Ultimate. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Do you have like a 120, a 140? What's your experience? How about you Lyric owners, you Zeb owners, you Ultimate owners as well? Did you find what I found and a lot of us found on this Pike? Sorry, this Pike Ultimate? I would love to hear in the comments of your guys's I guess, opinions and your experiences, as well as, did the TrailHead app change a lot for you setting-wise, what you did 3-4 months ago when you first got it compared to this new setting that they quietly rolled out? Did it change for you as well? So anyway, I thought it was important enough to definitely make another video of, and have you guys go back in and look at your own weight, your own settings, and maybe give you something, a different baseline to start working off of if you're still unhappy. So anyway, that's sort of it. This is part 5 of a 4-part series, and I'm guessing there could be a part 6 later when I probably try those numbers. They don't look like to me they're going to be what I'm looking for compared to my settings, but you know what? I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again, and we'll see. I won't know till I know, right? So anyway, hope you all are having a great new year, and I thank you guys for watching. See ya.